Shalom, real quick, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Kakodah. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. This is going to be super quick. Let's see where the spirit takes me. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, "The King of Babylon has pulled a fast one on you, or on you all." It says Trump promises his more perfect union. Trump promised American jobs. Why are these truck jobs going to Mexico? Because it's a lot cheaper. Okay, he made a lot of promises, and this is his first this is when he was first president. He made, he read back up and made you a whole bunch of promises. You had the MAGA people. You don't even see him after you was sworn in. You don't see him. MAGA people had people around him. He's pulling a fast one on y'all. Y'all feeling the pinch. But anyway, I watched enough to tell y'all to watch this video. How you have, let me do this. Okay, you have, okay, this is about Mack Truck, which are 18-wheelers that go back. I think they've been around for more than 100 years. Give me a second. Okay, you got these different Edomites, which compare to be Edomites, union workers. See, one thing they don't want is to deal with union, because union you have to pay, top dollar. You have to give them benefits, vacation, the whole nine. Now, if you go down, go down south, I'm talking about way down south to Mexico, you have cheap labor. In this video, it says that whatever they pay a U.S. citizen up in America, they can pay, what do they say? I think it was 90% less than what. So if they're getting paid $50 an hour, they figure Mexican, we can pay them $5 an hour. It's about the overhead for more profit. And the King of Babylon, he's the president for the rich. He really pulled a fast one on y'all. Let me see what else is there. So these American Edomites are suffering. Let me see something. See, when there's a union established, what big corporations, big companies, manufacturers do, they leave the country for cheaper labor. Why do you think Nixon had that? The first thing he did was in '71, he took the gold off the gold standard. There was no more gold standard and no more silver standard. And he took a trip to China in the following year, which was '72. And I remember that as a kid, with Chairman Mao. And what happened in that meeting was, I believe it was 70 million Moabites were killed by the government of the People's Republic of China, which is communist. It was Nixon that was supposed to open the door for American businesses to go down to China, the factories to go down to China. For what? For cheap labor. Cheap labor. This is what it's all about. It's about cutting overhead. And this is what people don't understand. It's just business. It's capital. This is called capitalism. This is what a capitalist does. Okay, let me see what this is all about. Heavy duty truck market share by manufacturers. Okay, you got to actually watch this this whole video to get the full understanding. But picketing and striking. Meanwhile, they're going further south for cheaper labor. Then it could take 50 to 100 years before the people of Mexico rise up wanting more money, and then they'll go someplace else. That's how it goes. until the Americans are dirt poor. Then they'll come back to America. It's a cycle. This is what you can't knock the guy, but he lied to you. He's a capitalist. But anyway, I don't have any matter of fact, you know what? I got a couple of precepts. Let me put in King of Babylon in the King James. Wow, it comes up. Okay, I want the phrase King of Babylon. Obvious that this King of Babylon, and like King, Second Kings, is referring to ancient Neo-Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar, Belshazzar, kings of Babylon. So scholars, okay, like right here. So anytime a scholar sees the phrase King of Babylon, they go right to the Babylonians. So, which they don't understand that, like in Isaiah 14:4, the King of Babylon is talking about the current king of the city of Babylon. Babylon, that great city. I'm not going to look at all of these. Bear with me for a minute. So these scholars don't know the difference between the King of Babylon and the King of Babylon, if you know what I mean. Okay, and you know what? Let me do this. Let me come on back. I didn't go here. I skipped. Let me come back over here. Okay, we're still in Jeremiah. I want to jump to Jeremiah. Let's see if I know it's in Jeremiah 50 and 51. I just want to see if it's in Jeremiah 49. I'm not going to read all these precepts and break them down to you. Jeremiah 49, 28, concerning Kedar, concerning the kingdom of Herzor, which Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, shall smite. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, arise ye and go up to Kedar and spoil the men of the east. So scholars would say, yep, that's talking about the king of Babylon. So now we're here in Jeremiah 50 verse 17. Israel is scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. That's what Esau and other nations did do, going back into history. First, the king of Assyria have devoured them, and last, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, has broken their bones. So that goes back to the ancient king of Babylon. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon in his land, and I will have punished the king of Assyria. The modern day king of Babylon is the king of America, president of America, also known as Assyria. Assyria is talking about ancient Assyria, but it's interchangeable with Babylon or even Egypt. Okay, 43rd verse. The king of Babylon had heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pains as of a woman in travail. Scholars will tell you that that's talking about the ancient king of Babylon. This is talking about the current king of Babylon. If the Most High comes back within these next 3.5 years. One post to run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end. That's talking about America. Let me just jump to 52. For through the anger of the Lord, give me a second here. Forgive me for that. We know that Isaiah 50 and 51, I'm not going to go to 52. Is referring to the current king of Babylon. Like I said, when you go to Isaiah, give me a second. This represents the current king of Babylon. Therefore the host of I will punish the king of Babylon in the land as I have punished the king of Assyria. The king of Babylon have heard the report of them, and his hands wax feeble. So if he's the president, if the Most High comes inside of 3.5 years, and he's still alive, he will be the acting president, and he's going to show his true colors. Anguish took hold of him, the king of Babylon, and pains as of a woman in travail. You're going to bitch up. He's the king that's, we believe he's the king that's going to usher in the chip and the destruction and deliverance. One post, Jeremiah, I'm reading this again, Jeremiah 51 and 31. One post shall run to another, and one messenger to another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end. Now this makes me, when you go to Revelation 11, I'm going to show you something. When this war commenced, when Armageddon commenced, I believe, I'm not saying it's prophecy, I didn't see it in a vision or dream, but my take is that Russia's going to destroy part of America, and they're going to try to make negotiations so the whole country is not destroyed. But ultimately, within that hour, the place is going to be destroyed. Because if they shot off all the missiles at once, this place will be destroyed in less than that. Unless, as soon as the missiles hit ground zero, that's it. Revelation 11. Give me a second. Let me do it this way. So it said one end of Babylon was taken, right? I believe this is it. Let me start over here, 11:11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of the Most High entered into them. Entered into who? The Israelites, starting with the prophets, the elect. And where did this Spirit go to? America. This is the focus. This is the place that you're supposed to be, in America. When YouTube first came on the scene, you had a lot of these brothers with these different camps, and a lot of former One Westers with these different camps. They was always out there. You don't see them no more. They kind of ran out of gas. So you got, IUIC. A lot of those camps, if you go back 10 years ago, there were different faces. A lot of IUIC is basically a revolving door. A lot of guys come in and a lot of guys leave. It says, and after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Father entered into them, the elect of Israel, and they began to speak. And they stood upon their feet, them that stood so stiffly for the name, right? Who stood on their feet? The ones that were bones that had sinew and skin put upon them. Is it talking about all of Israel? No. It's talking about the ones that wake up and stand up. Because you got Israelites that don't believe. So Ezekiel was commanded to prophesy to those bones, and he saw them stand. Who did he see standing up? He saw, or whom did he see standing up? He saw the elect of Israel in America. The valley is America, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. That's why Esau is getting. That's why they roll up on you. Well, Gentiles can make it, and Edomites were done away with, because they're scared now. As Mike Tyson said when he's at the press conference with this guy Lennox Lewis, he's talking to this Edomite. He said, "Yeah, you were scared, you white boy. You were scared of the black man." Anyway, 12th verse. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, "Come up hither." And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. So when the missiles come, we're going to see the missiles in the atmosphere. Everything going to go dark, and then they're going to see us being beamed up. And in that same hour, in the same hour was there a great earthquake. And the 10th part of the city fell. What city is it talking about? Babylon the Great, the valley in Ezekiel 37, Assyria, Egypt in Isaiah chapter 19, Isaiah chapter 13, the whole land shall be destroyed. Isaiah chapter 13, Joel 3, Joel 2, Amos 9 and 2. It said a 10th part of the city fell. Go back to Jeremiah. We just read Jeremiah. The king of Babylon received a report that one end of Babylon was destroyed, was taken. Taken by what? The missiles. So I believe, like I said, it's not a vision that I had. It's not a prophecy, but it's my take that they're going to shoot. The Russians, they're going to have talks, and things are going to go south, and they're going to shoot missiles on this place. The U.S. authorities are going to hustle to try to get them to not shoot on it. Try to, they're going to see the devastation that they never saw before. They're going to see that devastation. They're going to try to work out a peace deal, and they're going to offer money. Isaiah chapter 13. They will not regard their silver and their gold. Then negotiations are going to fully break down. They're going to say, fuck this place. Shoot all the fucking missiles. And not just Russia. Remember, the NATO nation, the EU nations, the beast, the rest of, you had the woman on the scarlet-colored beast, the beast that possessed missiles, they're going to shoot missiles. China, they possess missiles, they're going to shoot missiles. These Arab nations, Iran, they're going to shoot missiles. The least of them shall draw them out. That's why this guy, Netanyahu, wants to go to war with Iran. He's a stupid ass. The U.S. is saying no because you know why? They know that that's going to lead to, they know that Iran is allied with Russia. So I believe, that's just my belief. This is my observation, excuse me. I'm a little excited. That part of this place is going to be done. And there's going to be breaking news during that time. The negotiations are going to go down south. We're going to get beamed up. People are going to be looking up in the heavens. And then the Most High is going to use these nations to finish the job. And pursuant to Psalms 91, we're going to be looking down. That's a fulfillment too. Only with thine eyes. So this place is gone, man. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.